Greetings, you whippoorwills. Whippoorwills. I hope you're doing well. My name is Graham, and welcome to the Crack-A-Pack here on LRRMTG. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Today, we are opening a pack of the Dark from the dark days of August 1994. This was sent to us by Erastes in mail time from the dark days of February 2021. And I'm just going to peel back, or attempt to peel back some of this sticker, which Erastes has very helpfully labeled. Nope, not going to work. All right, I was going to read this off. It lurks in the fetid swamps and underneath the roots of ancient trees. It hides in goblin inquisitors who cities from comes a new gathering, new cards for deck. Don't, but of what? See, the sticker obscures some. Don't worry about it. A couple things that I notice immediately about this pack of the Dark, because it's been a while since I really looked at one. For one thing, this only has 8 tradable game cards, so it won't take us that long to get through the set. It says at the top, you must have Magic the Gathering to play, which is, like, not true. It's not true now, and it wasn't true then, because also, what does that mean? You can't go and buy a Magic the Gathering. There's a core set, but you don't need the entire, there's no base game, right? In 1994, there was no box of like, here is Magic the Gathering. Now I can get my booster of the Dark. It's just, it's an odd way to say that. I guess just the implication is, this is not an entire game. You can't do much with these 8 cards. And then the final thing that I notice that I would be remiss if I didn't point it out, but on this booster pack, the words, the Dark, are in papyrus. Yes, the Scourge of Papyrus has been going for some time. I'm always surprised at how old this font is, and how it's almost always been misused. I don't hate it as a font, it's just overused and frequently misused, like on French bakeries. I see it on bakeries a lot. I don't know why. Anyway, there's only 8 cards in here, so I'll stop screwing around and crack into it, and we'll see what we get. James tells me that there's a chance. There's like 3 cards in here that are worth $100. And, you know, fingers crossed. Obviously, there's no rarity symbols, so I have absolutely no idea what any of these could be worth. But I'm pretty certain that one of the $100 cards is not Bone Flute, because that's a 3-mana artifact that says, for 2 and tap, all creatures get -1/-0 until end of turn. After the Battle of Pitdown, Lady Ursnell fashioned the first such instrument out of Lord Ursnell's left leg. Wasn't the Battle of Pitdown a real thing? Isn't there one of the, like, well-preserved sort of Iron Age mummies in England called Pitdown Man? Am I making this up? Anyway, Bone Flute. Also, it's wild seeing the lack of tap symbol. It's just the T on an angle, which, you know, okay. Thanks, Bone Flute. Grave Robbers is next. 1 black for a 1/1 robbers. Human, I assume. For black and tap, take 1 artifact from any graveyard and remove it from the game. Gain 2 life. All right, you know, I mean, it's way too expensive. A 3-mana 1/1 is, like, not very good. But, you know, exile an artifact from a graveyard, that's an ability I could see popping up again at some point. Goblin Caves, or so the card says. I can't really tell from the art, but then that was common with Drew Tucker's work. 1 red, not a criticism, by the way. I quite like Drew Tucker's work, it's just, it's very abstract. 1 red for a land enchantment. If target land is a basic mountain, all goblins get +0/+2. I am at a complete loss as to whether or not this is anywhere remotely close to good. Probably not, but sure, fine. Venom is next. 1 green for a creature enchantment. All non-wall creatures target creature blocks or is blocked by are destroyed at the end of combat. Okay, so it's death touch. Except, but not for walls. Because you can't kill a wall with poison, obviously. It's a wall. I told him it was just a flesh wound, a wee scratch, but the next time I looked at him, poor Tag was dead and gone, says Maveen O'Donnell, Memoirs of a Soldier. I don't know if this is a real quote or a Python reference, because it feels like a Python reference. Oh good, it's Bimp. I'm sorry. Bog Imp. 1 and a black for a 1/1 imp with flying and large flavor text. On guard for larger dangers, we underestimated the power and speed of the imp's muck-crusted claws. Who's we? It's not me. Don't include me in that. You're the one that underestimated the imp, and I don't know why you would. It looks horrifying. It looks like a colorful xenomorph. Wow, speaking of Drew Tucker, it's the one with the butt. That's right, Holy Light. 2 and a white for an instant. All non-white creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn. Yeah, alright. Oh, good. You know, if you looked at Goblin Caves and thought, yeah, that's cool, but that's only toughness. What if I also want to buff my goblin's power? Also with a land enchantment that costs 1 red. Well, you are in luck, my strange friend, because here we have Goblin Shrine. 1 red land enchantment. If target land is a basic mountain, all goblins get +1/+0. Goblin Shrine does 1 damage to all goblins if it leaves play. So you better have those caves out, or these goblins are all gonna die when they stone rain your mountain. This is very not great as a pack. The fact that it's got Goblin Caves and Goblin Shrine in the same pack. If I wasn't playing goblins, I'd be so annoyed when I opened this pack. And finally, Deep Water. Blue for an enchantment. For blue, all mana-producing lands you control provide blue instead of their normal mana until end of turn. Oof. Now, James, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that none of these cards are worth $100. Yeah. Are any of them even worth more than $1? Yeah. They are! Oh, good. Okay. All right. Cool. So we're somewhere between $1 and $100.
The rare is Grave Robbers.
Grave Robbers is the rare.
And it's worth $11.47.
No kidding.
$14.25 for the whole pack.
Wow. In a draft, you would need 2 packs of this. So I don't know what I would take, but it's neither of the goblin cards. Maybe it's Holy Light? And just try to cut white and have tech for non-white creatures? Considering everything else in here has 1 toughness, I say everything else, all 2 of the other creatures, Bog Imp and Grave Robbers. You just gotta hope that you don't come up against a goblin player with the caves, and then you'll be fine. You know, hot take, but I actually think Magic has improved quite a bit in the last 20 years. I don't know, call me weird. Wait a minute. 27 years. 1994? 2004, 2014. $18 years.
What?
6, 2. Yeah, 2014. 6. It's 2022.
Yeah.
This is from 18 years ago. Not 18 years, 28 years ago. I forgot to carry the 10. I still haven't finished my coffee. Thanks, Erastes. Hey everybody, thanks for watching Crack a Pack here on LRRMTG. If you want to send us a pack from 1994, I mean, you know, it's probably not worth your time, but if you want to send us any other packs, you can do so to the address on your screen. And this is a reminder that everything we do is brought to you by you and your support of our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Until next time, I have been Graham. James has been here hanging out. Matt does the edits, and we really appreciate you all watching. So thanks, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye, everybody.